Hello, that one guy who watches my YouTube videos. I'm gonna be bringing you some more ARAM. I am playing Leona, because Leona is cool. No, I ran into Leona. And we have Nautilus, Nunu, and Ziggs. Ziggs will probably be the key player for our team, since range, damage, stuff like that. They have Kale, Dr. Mundo, Katarina, and Scion. This is a slight advantage for us because all of them are arguably melee. Like, Kale's kind of half melee, half range. I don't know what you'd call Kale. But the other three are melee champions. Whereas, while we have 3 melee champions, we also have Ziggs. And Ziggs is just a pain to deal with in ARAM. Too many spells. So I think we end up... Well, half our team is AFK. That would explain why we aren't going aggressive. He just got cleavered. Dr. Mundo isn't actually that bad in ARAM just because you can cleaver over and over again. It is surprisingly effective. I mean, currently he's winning a trade with Ziggs, so it can't be bad. Downside, their entire team is here. Our Nautilus is over there. So we can't do anything right now. In case you couldn't notice, part of the reason I'm having such trouble coming up with stuff to talk about is that this is actually a post-commentary, not an in the moment. Whereas in the moment I can be like, oh, excited about everything that happens. Now, not so much. I guess I could be. That'd be fun. So, Ziggs misses his bomb! Oh man! Big deal there, big deal. The Ice Blast. Ouch. The Nautilus laugh. I enjoy that Nautilus laugh. I got a CS. Oh yeah. And I'm not sure what Katarina was doing there. But they only got first blood, which is cool. I don't mind. Oh, wrong button. Okay, that explains that. The Katarina misclicked. Got killed for it. Thus is the life of someone playing ARAM. Dr. Mundo is getting really low. I would like to see Leona dive in on him at some point. But she misses the Zenith Blade, so maybe not. Hanging for Ziggs. Good play, good play. Here comes Nautilus. So hopefully the kill... Nope. He's actually going to get away. And another missed Zenith Blade. And that's ARAM for you. Everything always seems to miss. Nautilus is slightly out of position. Gets wailed on a bit. But trades an Ice Ball. Ice Ball to the face. That would hurt. If anyone has been like in a snowball fight, like throwing actual ice balls, ugh. The fight for the health relic. I think Leona got it there actually. That's pretty cool. And Katarina is down again. And then Ziggs dies as well. So Leona died here. The heal, the flash. No, Leona will survive. Impressive. And there you just saw one of the problems with LOL replay, is that every so often it does a weird attempting to reconnect thing, which I don't know why it happens. It did not happen during the actual game, it just happens during the replay. The only KillSteal. Pretty good. Walk up, stun the cat. Attempting to reconnect. General pain. So, basically how this game is working out is our Nautilus and Leona are basically just front lines for Ziggs. Leona misses Zenith Blade on range, that's unfortunate, but gets a kill on a killing spree. Can she get another? I wonder. Nope. Okay, I got it. Stunned and dead. for Leona. Hopefully these two can survive the window. It shouldn't be that bad. He has no real alone huge kill pressure stuff. And it's far too early in the game for him to actually tower dive. So now the game gets kind of peaceful because everyone just died, so there aren't many people to actually fight. The poke is going back and forth. Ziggs is missing more and more bombs. And Nautilus is going straight in. The Scion shield actually got popped there before it could go off, which is good. Very good. It is a AP Scion. Yep, AP Scion. So, the shields do hurt. For some reason, no one is collecting a health relic. Oh, Ziggs just picked it up. Good for him, I guess. I thought Nautilus would pick it up. These Ziggs bombs are very disappointing, as is the attempting to reconnect. I wonder why that's there. Oh well. Farming a tower because they just have a stronger push comp apparently. I'm not sure how I would try to push comp. Another rather disappointing Ziggs bomb. Yeah, not the best Ziggs player in the world. And now it lags out. There we go. We're back. We're back, guys. Hello, replay. Not the best client recorder thing. I don't know. I guess it works just because it records everything, just kind of in the background. Big downside, though, is that it just doesn't work that well. If you saw my earlier video about the Mundo running through tower, you see what I mean. So here's a nice part of our team comp actually. We have a couple big AoE ultimates. Actually, all of our ultimates are pretty big AoE ultimates. And a lot of CC. Triple kill with Leona. Oh yeah. That's a good way of stealing kills. You just kind of auto-attack the guy who's about to die. And maybe you'll get it. I'm not sure how I got that over Ziggs. Oh well. So, currently I'm a 6-1 Leona, which basically says that I've been stealing way too many kills. I'm gonna nab the health relic there, because I want a health relic. And Ziggs and I are just gonna push down this tower a bit. In comes Cat. Cat could probably kill us, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Her ultimate's short enough that's probably back up. So she just jumps on the Ziggs and presses R. I would have to dash to her to stun her. Scion is being Scion, running around in our way. Our Nautilus is going to be aggressive or not. That was actually a really lucky stun by Leon. Or that a really good stun. But it stunned Cat up, stopped the ultimate, and then they kept diving for Ziggs, and Ziggs is going to live, which is great. Leona's being the focus now. Never the smartest thing to focus on Leona, especially one who already has a giant spell. Mundo's in the middle, Leona dives back in, stun. Leona ult goes off, doesn't really hit anyone, slows down Mundo, but that's about it. And now Kale is diving way too far and dies. And Mundo is caught behind the tower. That was a very aggressive tower dive for the blue team. A bit too aggressive. Not suggestive. Nautilus gets a bunch of free CS. Always good for him. And Katarina is already back up in time to defend the tower. Question is, okay, here comes Katarina and Scion. Katarina's kind of hiding. For some reason, Nautilus decides to tower dive. Very dangerous. Our Nunu is almost dead as it is. Leona's at half health. So we don't have the strongest team. A heal was actually used there by Nunu, which I can approve of, I guess. I prefer to save it for last minute, but hey, if you want just a safe feeling, save it. We decide to fight, or they decide to fight. Nunu ult actually gets cancelled. Big deal. Leona is charging aggressively. Head flashes out. Nunu's getting wailed on. The Kale ult saves Mundo, but it doesn't save Sion. I'm getting killed by the Leona shield pop. It does so much damage. So Leona's actually maxing shield first, which it probably explains why it's doing a noticeable amount of damage. Or it's just going off at the perfect times. That's an easy way to kill steal as Leona. Have your shield magically work at the perfect time. The Ziggs poke comes in. He really isn't doing much to that Dr. Mundo. But it is actually hurting Kale quite a bit. And Katarina runs through the majority of the bombs, which is pretty funny. Health rogues up. Ziggs grabs it. Good to keep it away from them. Nautilus goes in. Leona falls. And Mundo dies. We just got too close to too much CC. Very disappointing. I would like to see an engage here by the green team. Actually, there's an engage by the red team, their tower. Ooh, that barrier. I think Leona's gonna die for this. She's way too overextended. It does go down. But Ziggs picks up the kill. Change. And that actually went out pretty well. It looks like Ziggs will take the tower off this. No, actually, Katarina dives in aggressively and dies to Nautilus. Unfortunate for her. But that's kind of what happens when you dive in a Nautilus without low HP. Somehow the tower is not dead. How much HP does that tower have? That tower has 70 HP. A couple minions could wail on it. Nautilus runs up and finishes it off. Just for good measure. The Ziggs satchel actually bounces him kind of back towards the team. Nautilus dives in for the health relic, but Nunu died because he didn't get the health relic. Throws away, and Leona walks straight in, blatantly not caring. That's a bit too brave in my opinion. Trades go off. Overall, Ziggs is alright. He can pick up that health relic. Be quite dandy for himself. KO is pushing back out with her auto attack. She gets Zenith Blade, stunned, and invulnerable. KO ult used, keep her alive. Nunu gets satcheled. Very good satchel charge there. And unfortunately, Ziggs does not quite get to the health relic in time. He gets killed by the tower. Kill credited to Kale because she hit him last. All that fun stuff. And Team Purple is now pushing down the second tower. Will Katarina jump in and defend again, or is she going to play passive? I'm not entirely sure. It looks like she's playing passive. Nunu starts tanking tower, which is not a good idea. And Nautilus in the meantime is tower diving without any minions, 2 people. And gets killed by Katarina. I totally didn't see that coming. So tower's down. Big Nunu ult going off here. Unfortunately, while it does a lot of damage, doesn't kill anyone. And now it's all up to Leona. What can Leona do by herself? Well, she can get killed by herself. Double kill for Kale. as Ziggs runs away from the Mundo. The cleaver to the back, and a flash forward judgment. Very aggressive. Wailing on him. I wish I could see his HP bar. There we go. Kale is very behind enemy lines right now. Kale ults, gets out, survives. Mundo tanking tower as well. Will either of them die? Nautilus is in hot pursuit, but misses the hook. But in comes the ultimate from Ziggs, gets the kill. In the meantime though, Katarina jumps on him, kills him off. And now we have a almost no life Dr. Mundo and an almost no life Katarina versus a Nautilus. Nautilus kills off Mundo with a backhand, and then kills off Katarina with a hook into auto attack. Ouch. That's a pretty tanky Nautilus. Whoa. That's a funky Nautilus build over there. I'm not sure what exactly you're supposed to build on Nautilus, but I would imagine that isn't it. Actually, he's going Shirelia's Trinity Force on Nautilus. Hey, whatever works, I guess. And now he's over in that corner. Power diving and Mundo does not seem like the best idea. Then I get back. There goes Katarina aggressively forward. Gets stunned mid-ultimate. And Minu ult does a lot of damage, but again, just doesn't hurt anybody. Ziggs is in the fray. He should be able to start doing damage. Luna is barely alive, but still tanking. Gets a kill. Flashes over the inhibitor. Alive. Ziggs proceeds to run with a satchel charge and gets stunned by Scion flashing forward. Leona's going to be an annoying scaredy cat and just run away at this point. Actually, she's following them. I'm not sure what's going on here. Falls through, ignores the Mundo, kills off the inhibitor. Not sure if that's necessary. I'm pretty sure the minions there would have gotten the kill. And the promoted minion gets a kill. Apparently that's how you kill steal from Leona, is you make sure you promote a minion, and the minion will get the kill for you. Ziggs is completely fine kiting around a Katarina. As long as he doesn't step in range of the Katarina, he's probably not going to die. Scion runs forward, gets satcheled, but ends up summoning the Nunu. Katarina ults, gets stunned by Leona, and Leona misses the Venus Blade. In the meantime, Nautilus is laughing. Perfect plan in my book. Leona aggressively uses her ultimate, almost no HP, and the Kale ult is used on Katarina. Not sure if that was the best play, but hey, whatever works. Scion runs forward and snipes Nunu. Ziggs goes aggressively forward with Nautilus support. Katarina dives forward, ults, and kills off Ziggs. Can she get? And yes, she can kill Nautilus. Sorry, we couldn't see HP bars there for whatever reason. I'm not sure when LOL Recorder decides to show HP bars and when it doesn't, but apparently that was one of the moments where it doesn't. So now, blue team is just going to push forward. They just killed off everyone from purple team. It's pretty cool when you kill off everyone from the opposing team. Apparently, we are attempting to reconnect. I'm not sure why. It looks like it's going fine. He runs forward for the health relic, gets it. Kale gets the health relic. Now it's a Mundo and Kale versus Leona on their side of the floor. Joins in. Starts wailing on Kale. Scion coming up on this side. Nunu gets focused down, almost dead. Runs forward, gets killed by Katarina. Katarina ult. He is spinning like crazy, gets stunned by Leona. Ziggs from behind all of it just continues throwing bombs and making stuff happen. Everyone's low due to the amount of bombs. He gets a double kill there. Leona is still alive, charging forward, Venus Blades forward, steals the health relic, Ziggs does the damage, gets a triple, and gets the quadra kill. Now, while it's not a penta kill, there's only 4 people on the opposing team. You have to give him props for a quadra kill. So now the purple team is just going to push forward since everyone from the blue team is indeed dead. 2 Nexus towers are there. Gonna push the minions down. Sorry about that. Ziggs is gonna be Ziggs and try to harass people in the fountain, since you don't actually gain life in the fountain, and it's pretty easy to hit someone when you know exactly where they're spawned. Katarina dives forward, gets stunned. Nautilus CC comes in. Game lags. There we go. I don't think we missed anything there. They're chasing off, and down here it is just Leona vs Katarina 1-on-1. And the sad thing is, Leona wins. Over here, Nuna ult is going off. He gets stunned. Doesn't do that much damage. Nautilus dives in with very little HP, if I saw that correctly. In comes the Ziggs bomb. Hits off all the minions. They might even get the tower out of that. Nope, just not. Very close. Leona is over here doing stuff. Getting chased down by Mundo. Leona is being Leona. Surviving. Still gets shot by the tower and dies.
An enemy has been slain.
Ice blast. Ziggs. The Ziggs have the damage. The Ziggs have the damage. So now there's a tower and a Nexus left.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Now there's just a Nexus left. Ziggs is running forward.
The enemy's inhibitor is
Katarina isn't moving. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Kayle is defending 2v1 pretty easily by the looks of it. Although, I feel like the purple team should probably just dive on her. Luna goes in, gets killed. Well, dive on her as in work together and dive on her. Now we have a small skirmish coming up. They're trying to dive onto Ziggs, since Ziggs seems to be doing most of the damage. Nautilus dies purely to KO damage. Well, that's not true. I guess Mundo and Sion helped, but mostly the KO damage. This KO is getting pretty strong, if I can click on her and see her items. She has IE and Phantom Dancer. Kind of scary. Katarina apparently reconnects. That's not good. She's disconnected. Leona steals the health relic, runs away. Well, a little scaredy cat. Scaredy cat, Leona. Mundo misses a cleaver on range. Hits the next cleaver. And Leona's health regen is kind of stupid. Still trying to dodge the cleavers at least. That's a step up from something. Alright, Team Purple is reconnected. Rejoined. Back in the fight. Ziggs ult already used to try to initiate. Leona goes forward. Starts wailing the cat. Steals the health relic again. Really aims for the health relic. Ults cat, strikes off the ultimate. Gets attacked by Kayle. In the meantime, there's 3v1 Sion and 3v1 Leona. Both of them managed to escape. Leona is alive, back within her team. Nautilus ult goes off. A lot of damage. Nunu ult right in the middle of everyone. Pops, gets a double kill. And Dr. Mundo, in the meantime, is now stuck 4v1 under a tower. Even though everyone in purple seems low, you still get that kill. I'm not sure who Mundo was diving for there. It looked like he was diving for Ziggs, even though it would appear as though Nunu had noticeably less HP than Ziggs did. Granted, Ziggs just picked up a health relic, so I'm not entirely sure how recognizable that is. The inhibitor has respawned, so they can't go straight for the Nexus. Unfortunate. Start wailing on that. Ziggs goes and does Ziggs stuff. Starts to harass people in the fountain. Kale comes out, starts wailing. And now it is Nautilus and Kale versus Leona and... Nautilus and Leona versus Kale and Nunu. Kale and Scion. Barely alive, Leona flashes out, sacrificing Nunu. No one really needs Nunu. Nunu can be sacrificed. And the minions get the inhib. So Leona's running away again. Normal. Just runs away, doesn't fight. Nautilus ult goes off, knocking up Mundo. Not sure why. Just to run, I guess. Leona picks up another health pack, health relic, whatever they're called. Nautilus gets stunned, but the Scion bubble pops due to tower shots. Ooh, and in comes another Zig ultimate. He likes using those for the long range burst damage. Let's see who will be the first one to engage here. Purple team is currently missing Nunu, so it wouldn't be a bad time for blue team to go in. However, it looks like Leona is interested in starting something off. Stuns up Katarina, retreats, uses the Zenith Blade to escape, and now it's 4v1 for Mundo, which is unfortunate. No one wants to deal with that. Gets stunned, gets hooked back in. That's just generally a bad place to be in. He gets Nautilus ulted even. Somehow he's still alive after all this. The Nunu ult is cancelled instantly. Katarina gets killed by Nautilus and Ziggs. And then it's on to Kale. Kale ults herself, surviving for a bit longer. Actually flashing out and barriering to stay alive. Healing herself slightly. And this entire time Mundo is just wailing on Nunu. Mundo versus Nunu. Nunu's running away. Here comes Leona in to help. Stuns. Dashes to Kale and gets the kill with her W. Shielded Daybreak. Now it is Leona 2v1. That's not gonna end well. Or is it even gonna end? It's gonna end. So running away, Shielded Daybreak's on. She ults just to save herself a little bit longer. Stuns Scion. Continues to run. Gets cleavered. Zenith Blades to Scion runs in the direction. Shielded Daybreaks again. Stuns Mundo. Pops the shield. And then she Zenith Blades to Scion, but gets stunned by Scion. For the kill. That took far longer than it probably had to. So Nautilus is swimming, because that's what Nautilus does. And then getting engaged on by Scion, but both sides backing out of that. I don't think anyone really wants to deal with Ziggs right now. Ooh, Sion's going in for Ziggs actually. Gets bombed, runs out. Pretty fair trade. And then Mundo's going in for Ziggs. Still attempting to reconnect for some reason. Actually, that might be Katarina disconnecting and reconnecting. Anyhow, 3v2. They managed to kill off Nautilus and Ziggs. Sad fate. Scion does what AP Scion does. Kills a bunch of minions at one time. Gets ice balled for his trouble. Not really sure how well that's trading going. He's actually at full health, but now he's getting wailed on by a Kale. Kale does a lot of damage right now. That's scary. She has the 3 big 80 items. Just wail her way through. Leona goes off to save the tower. The tower dies anyway, and now Leona is 4v1. I don't think anyone can really survive 4v1. Except for maybe late game Nasus. But Leona is not late game Nasus. So Leona gets killed 4v1. Ziggs is now stuck to defend this tower. Buff his ultimate. Nautilus is here to protect him. They start to focus down Kale. Kale ults herself, staying alive. goes aggressive.
Down.
Scion dies in the meantime to Nautilus. Ziggs gets KO. And in the background, Katarina is farming creeps. Well, it's to their own, you know, whatever. Nautilus goes right in on Katarina. Ults. Starts attacking. Ziggs is there. They got the damage for it. So that was a comeback of sorts. Because they started... Actually, they took the tower down to 700 HP. That's a big deal. So now, pushing right back. Not a particularly aggressive push here. I'm not sure why. I feel like purple team should just go for it at this point. I mean, what do you have to lose? Downside is, they just respawn. So they'll actually be able to defend this for a bit. Nautilus and Ziggs are way too split up to actually do this. Everyone's trying to get into the fight. Nunu ult goes off right in the middle. Big aggressive ultimate. Does a huge amount of damage to KO. KO ults herself to avoid getting killed by Leona and or Nautilus. And now it is 4v2. Katarina dives in, ults. Leona runs away. 1v4. The green team is actually making a comeback here. And now over here we see what happens when Leona fights Mundo. Pretty much nothing. Dashes through, lands on Scion, starts running the other direction, stuns Katarina. I don't know if she dodged or even missed. Flashes forward, Shield of Daybreak is on, Sleeper misses again. Stuns Katarina. Gets hit in the back, dashes to Katarina by Zenith Blade. Zenith Blade says, Katarina says, thank you very much, tries to kill her. Still barely eventually. I'm not sure what happened to the other two opponents. They kind of just stopped chasing. But purple team, in that meantime, managed to respawn, regroup. So now it's 3v4 under their tower with a half-health Kayle. Kayle being the main damage source of the blue team currently. She has a pretty big item build. Like, Katarina's scary and all, and she gets full ultimate off, but there's a Nautilus. Not getting full ult off. But Kayle is really scary. Nunu ult goes off in the middle, blows up, huge damage. Nunu ult, followed by Ziggs ult, with Nautilus ult in there to keep them stuck in place. Huge amount of damage. If I remember correctly, this is AP Nunu. He has a death cap. That is scary. Nunu's ultimate is actually the highest scaling AP ratio in the game, if I remember correctly. It's something stupid like 2.4 scaling. That's a big deal. Leona is running this way for some reason. So, in the meantime, Nautilus and Scion.
Killing spree.
Ziggs gets a kill. Over here it is, once again, Mundo versus Leona. Nautilus is just ignoring them. As is Ziggs. Ziggs is just kind of looking at them like, oh, that's pretty funny. We actually start lagging in the middle of the fight. That's a pain. Come back. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. They were actually just farewelling on each other for a while. Katarina comes in, kills Ziggs, and Katarina and Kayle proceed to help Mundo. They get a not so pleasant comment for that. Katarina and Kayle versus Nunu. Nunu gets killed before the ult can really do anything. Sad. Nautilus is over here backdooring the inhib. Yeah, Nautilus can backdoor an inhib. What do you mean? He can totally backdoor an inhib. Oh, here comes Katarina to say hi about it. Scion gets kill. In the meantime, the turret gets destroyed, and Kayle is working on the purple team inhib. Kayle does quite a bit more damage than Nautilus, believe it or not. There's that sort of item build. Can't be surprised. Mundo looks like he's going for a suicide. gets hit a couple times by Leona, so I guess it will be a Leona side.
Slain an enemy.
No, wouldn't that be the killing of Leona? Whatever. Sion being Sion, running around with a big shield. So now, this is starting to get very dangerous for purple team. It's 3v3. Leona is pushing far too aggressively forward. Sion goes straight after. It is now 3v1 versus Leona. Leona zooms blades to get out. And here comes Nautilus. With Nautilus here, they might be able to pull something off. Because they can do the giant chain CCs again. Nunu ult instantly cancelled again. Gets killed by Kale. Katarina is jumping around. Eventually gets killed by Nautilus. Almost takes out Ziggs in the process though. Kale is there, wailing on him. Ults herself to stay alive longer. Kills off Ziggs with an auto attack. And now it is Sion versus Nautilus and Leona. And he tries to run, which is a mistake, because Nautilus and Leona do this. That is just so much CC, you cannot run away from that. And the kill will go to Nautilus. So now it's a half health Nautilus and Leona. And they decide to let Leona and Mundo duke it out again. Oh boy. This match might take a while. They really don't have a good way of killing each other. Mundo is slowly winning because Leona's build does not have much armor. Only 162 at the moment. Which is not a noticeable amount. Also, Mundo's ult is noticeably better for one-on-ones because he can press R and instantly start regenning faster than Leona can kill. Leona uses heal and her ultimate. She's actually staying in this surprisingly long. The entire team of Leona comes around, joins, looks at him, never mind. And Katarina takes the kill. Nunu ult in the middle, gets killed before it does much. And Ziggs gets killed by Katarina with all the resets. Oh boy. That Katarina KillSteal. Mundo decides, because the honor match was not honorful, that he would go commit suicide to the fountain.
Executed.
Which is rather honorable. Towers are getting destroyed, they can push down and probably win the game right here. Unless they respawn right now. They fountain dive as normal ARAM standards and finish off the game. That is all. Thank you for watching. Unfortunately, the purple team respawns just out of time. Probably not the best played game at all, but I thought it'd be fun to watch, fun to record. So, thanks again. Hope to see you next time.